high at home, like, yo, we were supposed to do something.
I got like 2 texts on some like I'm not feeling well, which is always that's so weird. Who the fuck isn't feeling well on a Saturday night? I mean, if you're not feeling well on a Saturday night, you should just end it, right?
Yeah, but if you're over 30, you don't feel well like whenever.
No, that's not true. 37.
Man, you stay in the fuck home.
Who in here agrees with that? Who thinks over 30 you don't feel good? Who in here is over 30? Round of applause. Right. It's Saturday night. How do you guys feel?
I'm all right.
Yeah. Now this guy, you look fit like you work out regularly. So you feel good almost every day?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, right? That's what happens, guys. That's what happens when you exercise and work out right. Now, why are you hanging out with this guy who's not in shape? I know why I hang out with this guy who's not in shape. Why do you hang out with this guy?
Because I'm funny.
Here's an unpopular opinion. Out of shape guys should not have in shape friends, huh? Come on. You should not be able to use our pecs to get girls to come near you in the bar to discover you're funny. Fuck that.
I'm Dave's pilot fish. I pick up all the stragglers. Dave's busy
And
right
there
now.
he is. There's a Conrad Roth. Give it up for Conrad Roth in the building. Come on, y'all. Make some noise.
Alrighty.
All right. So, Conrad, we are here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. The second stop on the Unpopular Opinions tour this weekend. Do we call this a tour?
Yeah, it's a tour. We left the city.
Yeah, we went to like...
I'm calling it a tour. Fuck that.
We slept in a hotel.
Yeah.
Our Airbnb canceled on us, which was a weird thing. They canceled at the last second. I think they saw my picture. They knew I was a black guy, and they're like, black guy with guest Philadelphia address. He's trying to throw a party. I was like, no, I wasn't. I was trying to do the right thing.
And Dave, how many times in your life have you pulled the race car? Because I feel like that number is 0.
Yeah.
You didn't do it last night.
I'm not.
They canceled it. It's like I was like, Dave, race car pull. He's like, nah, not gonna do it.
I don't have that in me, man.
That's good.
You had to have Conrad call customer service.
Yeah, I was too much of a pussy to call customer service. Who here has it in them to complain? Who in here calls? Like, we got into it at a restaurant today because, you know what I mean, Conrad knows how to
a
complain.
complete bitch. That's all we got into it.
And I still tipped her. I am such a pussy. Like, I will fight anybody. I will fight any dude over petty, tough alpha male shit, but like a cunty waitress? I don't have it in me, man.
You can't step on Dave's sneakers, but you can give him bad service. Which is more offensive. Like, the stepping on your sneakers can just be an actual fucking mistake. Yo, I'm sorry. No, fuck that. We fighting. A fucking bitch waitress is like, do you have a problem? Like,
Yeah.
no, not at all. Thank you.
So let us introduce our panel of everybody who's up here, man. So this poorly dressed man who looks like a teacher from the 1950s. This is Cisco Alderando, a.k.a. the T-Rex from the BX.
Thank y'all.
The Bronx's very own Batman.
And I can't sit down because these buttons is not going to make sense. These buttons is holding on for life right now.
Will that chair even hold you?
No,
Because
the
sometimes
chair won't. The buttons ain't gonna hold.
folding chairs and fat people don't exactly get along, right? Am I right? We know this. I think we can fat shame you into saving your life, Cisco.
It's working.
Yeah, that's an unpopular opinion. Fat shaming has always worked. Was anybody here a fat kid? Is anyone? Still a fat kid? You're not like you're good. You're solid.
I'm a recovering fat kid.
You're a solid Philly dude. You know what I mean? You got a solid Eagles fan body. Solid Eagles fan.
It's got to be the fact that because everybody from Philly has beards. Like, I'm not from Philly. I was like, maybe it's something in the water because I can't fucking grow one. You know what
Yeah, well, it's just Philly's got generations of depression. Generations of seasonal, cyclical, deep depression. Give it up for yourselves, Philly. Or, you know, conquering it. Is anybody here an original Philadelphian? Anybody from Philly? Ooh, okay. So they know, yeah, now, oh, okay, but no, you still got that thing in you. That thing in you. Okay, does your mom use the phrase use? Then yeah, that counts. You got it in you, all right? You got it in you. If your mom says use, you got that angry.
Yeah, I think there was originally a white flight in like 70s, 80s, and now all the children of the white flight are now coming back to the city, like me.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So, nobody wants to live in the suburbs. They want to come to Philly, and they want to, do what they do, the heinous things they do, and that's what I think.
Right. And my other co-host right here, this beautiful, beautiful white man. Give it up for, we call him the Polish Prince, the Wandering Polak. Give it up for Conrad Roth, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, especially with Cisco to my left, who looks like the substitute teacher of Dangerous Minds.
I just feel like the teacher who quit. Who's like, I can't take you fucking kids.
Hey, Michelle Pfeiffer couldn't show up. Cisco did. It says, all right, everybody settle down. We're going to learn about Columbus today.
I know. Like, you look like you used to sit on chairs backwards to relate to youth.
Yeah, I can't.
Mr. Alderando was right, boys and girls. I like that. All right. So, Comrade, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's nice to be back in Philly, but I'm getting tired of this. I'm not going to get into it because it's going to get like political or something like that. So I'm gonna,
Political so fast. No, we got to welcome our guests here.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to alienate them.
Philly's not even really a political town, is it? I mean, nobody gives a fuck about politics here. You know, this is like a swing state where our votes are supposed to matter in Philadelphia, and we barely win because we barely show the fuck up. Most of us are convicted felons, so we can't vote anyway. You know.
That's true. DUIs keep people from getting elected in Philadelphia because the people who get the DUIs, right? That's a felony, and then you can't vote once you have a DUI.
You got to go through a lot of jumps and hoops to get your voting privileges back, even though you paid your debt to society, which is so
100%.
stupid. So stupid. Whatever. Philly, though, Philly's a place where, you know, I feel like the way we are doing, like, no one really addresses the psychotic behavior here in Philly. So for those of you who are from the burbs, was anybody an implant? Is anybody new to Philly, like moved here the past couple of years? Yeah. And how long have you been here, Mikey?
I have been here 3 years, only been jumped once.
Only once? That's good, right?
He's very jumpable.
Yeah, he is.
The first thing I was told in college was I look like a quick lick. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Quick Lick, Jesus Christ. That's a good nickname for you, Quick Lick. I think we're going to put that on him, all right? Girls might like it. Yeah, if you look like a lesbian and they think you might lick them, like, yeah, Quick Lick, give it up for Quick Lick. Let me bring him in.
I think you could trick a lesbian into getting laid if she got drunk enough.
Fuck yeah, we should do that. We should totally dress Mikey up as a girl and send her to a bar.
Hey, I was a transgender. You're transphobic now, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You can identify as trans and get us out of there.
Now, whereas you're not woken up.
Now, that is the thing, though. Philly has a thing where, you know, you will jump people, and it doesn't end. We just celebrated, we talked about this earlier on the show, we just celebrated the 30th anniversary of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. 30 years,
How
Fresh
about
Prince
that?
of Bel-Air has been running in some sort of syndication, anything. And you know the premise of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which they sum it up in a quick 30-second song, but it captures the true essence of Philly, if you ask me. Will is, you know, at the playground where he spends most of his days, and he's playing basketball, and he does a hook shot. Oh, did we never press record? We're fucking idiots. Okay, good. I don't know, but okay. So he's at the playground, and he shoots a shot for a basketball, and the ball bounces off the rim and hits a guy in the head. And that guy wanted to murder Will for that. Like, he wanted to murder him, and no one could talk him out of it to the point they just had to relocate Will to Bel-Air. Do you understand how much of a psychopath that person is? And that is a common thing in Philly. They'd be like, hey, somebody said, oh, what? Guess what? Your life might be in danger. You know what I mean? Like, and we brush over that in a quick little song. And we begin to laugh.
Yeah, I think Philly is a very violent place, but it has its own identity. Yeah, I mean, and then it's just acceptable here. Like, if you tell people know just about Philly fans that they, you know, throw batteries at people, and they're like, yeah, that's just what they do. And if you go there, that's just what's going to happen. People accept it. So fighting people and wanting to beat up Will Smith is like, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable to me. And
I know. And if you could beat up Will Smith, imagine what you'll do to Mikey. I mean, even pre Ali Will Smith, you know, he's got a little bit of muscle tone to him. He might do some damage.
I might hit you once or twice.
Yeah.
Who would want to
Who in here? Yeah, who in here? We got mostly dudes in here. Who in here thinks they could beat up the Fresh Prince? Like, not Will now, but like Fresh Prince, 19, 20-year-old Will, fresh out of, you know, summertime Will. Who thinks they can beat up Will Smith? Okay, we got one person that's, yeah.
I could beat him up.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like he could be, I don't do this, I don't watch UFC, but I feel like I could kick him in the calf. Like a sidekick in the calf, and he would like go down and then give him like a
You would
Mortal
mount him. There you
Kombat
go.
uppercut, and then he's gone, and I don't think he's got the heart to get up.
Ooh.
Does anybody subscribe to the fan theory that the entire point of the Fresh Prince is that he's actually killed in Philly, and that does anybody know this?
Wow.
The
This is
the
dark.
fan theory is that like the whole intro, that character is killed, and the whole show is him in heaven.
Wow.
No, that's why.
You know what?
And when anybody from his life comes to visit him,
Oh my
that
God.
they're going to visit his grave.
That would make sense why his mom is not there all the time. You know what I mean? That would make, because what mom would let her son just move to California
That's
and she visits every now
one
and
of
again?
the darkest internet fan theories out there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys don't know it being from here.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
we're
you've never
we're
heard
not
that?
nerdy
Yeah,
to be
man.
on the internet.
I'm sorry.
We
Look,
just, like,
have we
the
met?
city as a whole just got high-speed internet. Like, the whole city just got Verizon in 2016. Like, Philly had Fios. Yeah, but Philly had Fios stores, but you couldn't get Fios. Like, they'd be right across the street from your house, and they're like, yeah, what's your address? Like, right there. Yeah, we're not there yet. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
They gave you shitty direct TV.
Yeah, like, they were just like, no, we're just setting up just in case. We'll be here one day. Like, we're behind. We weren't on the
When you
internet. looking
move,
at
just
shit
to
up.
be ready.
But that's crazy to think that Will died. Will died, and
Died
then
on
the
the playground.
entire 30 years of
The
fucking...
entire series is him, and then at the end of the series is him finally accepting that his spirit's going to heaven. That's why he looks around the last time at the empty place.
Well, there's supposed to be a reboot now, right?
Yeah, which is gonna all reboots suck.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck.
Does
Yeah.
that mean that when Uncle Phil was kicking that one guy, what's his name, out of the place every time, was he the fallen angel, like in the Bible?
See, now you're getting a little too deep, but yes.
Wait, what if Will Smith is biblical, that his dad is actually God and he's Jesus Christ, and then Uncle Phil is Joseph? You know, you follow
Because
me
he's
here?
raising a kid that's not his. Yeah.
That's not his. You see this how this is biblical?
I see. And that would explain also the thing of when Will's dad came to visit and then was like, I gotta go, but I can't take you. Hey, Phil, can you let him
That's
know?
one of the hooks. That's one of the hooks. That is one of the hooks to the theory, is that when his family comes to visit and they leave and they don't stick around, is that they're visiting his grave.
Jesus Christ.
The whole point is that the Fresh Prince is purgatory.
Oh my God.
That every episode is him in
What's
purgatory.
did he ever have a job in the show?
He had several.
Yeah, what were those?
I don't know. I just
Was he
know
a
the theory.
carpenter ever?
No, he was never a carpenter.
Okay.
He's not Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
He's
My
just in
biblical
purgatory.
theory goes out the window.
Holy
He worked
shit.
as what?
He worked as a pirate in a restaurant.
There you go.
A pirate as a restaurant?
Yeah.
Jeez, that
Which
might as
kind
well
of
be.
wait,
That's like being
could walk on
crucified.
water, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make somebody walk the
I
plank,
won't
walk
go
on
that
water.
far.
That's like being crucified, though, man. Has anyone ever had a job that you had to dress up? Like, did anyone had a job that you had to wear a ridiculous uniform? You did? Oh, I thought
I was
you had
grabbing my
to.
beer.
Oh, okay.
I had one when I was catering in New York City, and for some reason I still don't know what this was, but they were like, we have to paint a black band over your eyes with black paint, and you have to. I don't know what that is, like from a movie or something. And they're like, that's something that this kid likes. That I don't know. He was young. It was a bar mitzvah, and he's like, you have to get paint. And I was like, and
Wait,
everyone's
were you like a costume person for this party? Or
No, I
what?
was a catering waiter.
But you had they wanted to make the catering waiters.
Yes,
Wow.
and then I said, yeah, I'm not doing that. But I was the last person to be painted, or I was halfway in, and then the other half were like, yeah, I don't want that either. But the people who had painted were already painted because they just lay down.
Whew.
And I don't know if you know anything about me. I never lay down. Okay.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
So they were like, yeah, technically we can't force this guy to get painted because it's not part of the uniform. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And they're like, we're gonna send you home. I'm like, yeah, send me home. That's fine. So they were like, all right, we're just gonna go to the store and get cloth and make you wear the thing. I'm like, I'm not doing that either. And then everybody else like followed me like I was who's that Spartan that they were like
Leonidas.
maybe Leonidas. They
Is
were
that a
like-
real name? That sounds like a
Leonidas is the guy from
disease.
300. No,
Leonidas sounds like a
he
disease,
was the
right?
king of Sparta.
No, what was the one where like I am? Spartacus.
Spartacus.
Yeah, Spartacus. They're
There
like
you go.
they started following me. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing that either. I'm like, yeah, let's not do it. And then nobody did it, and all the managers and the family, like the kid, was bummed out too. I ruined the bar mitzvah because I wouldn't wear this thing, and there's big problems. And then they fired me the day after, and that was that. But I was like, yeah, I just don't want paint. I don't want anything on my face. But that's it's a long way story with.
But I could have never done a job where I had to dress up as anything. I struggled at jobs where I had to tuck my shirt in. Like I never understood having to tuck my shirt in working at McDonald's. Like what the fuck
I'm
for?
totally relating to this right now.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like I used to mop floors at Dunkin' Donuts, and they're like, you gotta tuck your shirt in. I'm like, what the fuck for? Like I'm scraping donut gook off the ground. I need something to wipe my hands on. Like what? Why am I tucking my shirt?
If I was a manager of a company, I would understand why someone should tell you to do that. But
tuck my shirt in?
Yeah, I mean, I would tell you.
I would just assume you're trying to see my ass, which I had a juicy ass as a child.
And
that's a
your
weird
ass like
statement
now?
to say.
What's the adjective to describe your ass today?
You know what? It's like it's not as muscular as I want it to be, which is a weird thing because I do work on it. Yeah.
I had to.
Way to make
I
it
had
weird.
to wear a costume, but when I worked at Subway, there was a constant fight between wearing the apron or the polo shirt. Like they wanted me to wear both, and I was like, "Look, you get one or the other. I'm not gonna wear the polo shirt and the apron." And they were like, "Well, you got to wear both."
Holy shit! I haven't seen a job where people still have to wear aprons. Do they still have to wear
while you're
aprons at like
prepping.
fucking diners or anything like that?
If you're a waitress, yeah, you have the little with your little pad and you carry little pens and shit in it. Yeah, but the Subway apron is just an apron.
Lunch
Holy
ladies.
shit.
Lunch ladies.
Lunch ladies.
Lunch ladies? Oh, I thought you said Chinese. Chinese, they wear whatever the fuck they want back there. I like that too, that they could just be back there wearing a Knicks t-shirt.
Yeah. As long as they got the hairnet on.
Who, the Chinese people? Do
Yeah,
they have a
the
hairnet on?
That's it.
I don't pay attention to what's going on in there. They got so many pictures in the glass. I can't really see all the way through to the back. Like I don't know what they're doing. The food it just shows up. It just shows
It's by
up.
design.
All right. So let's. I want to talk about some unpopular opinions that we have here on the docket, and we're gonna get you guys to weigh in before we bring some of our subjectors up. All right. First unpopular opinion on the docket: it's better to be angry than sad. Comrade, talk to me about that. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, is that like a popular thing of like the Philadelphia attitude? I mean, I always have that, like being, I'd rather be angry than sad. So all the time, I never let sadness. If I'm feeling sad,
What do you think? Sadness makes you feel weak or something, or what?
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
I feel like Philadelphia's motto is just "Don't be a pussy." Like that's what should be like on the coins of the city.
I mean, isn't that
the flag.
Isn't that what brotherly love means? Like it's Latin for "don't be a pussy."
Is there brotherly love in Philadelphia?
No,
I
it's
don't
a
think
joke. That's the sarcasm behind
Right.
it. I don't give a fuck about my brother.
Yeah. I don't even think people in Philly even care about their neighbors when they're like, treat your neighbor like you would treat yourself. You're like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, no. Half of the show was using the neighbor's furniture. They don't even know this guy. They're just like, dude, whatever. He's never home. Take his furniture and let's do comedy shows on
And
it.
if it's like treat your neighbor like yourself, like what does that mean? Dump Miller High Life down his throat? Because that's how I treat myself. Put a cigarette in his mouth and light it. And,
Okay.
Make him chew tobacco.
Now, how do you feel about this, Cisco? Angry or sad? What are you talking about?
Well, as you get older, it's easier to be sad than it is to be angry.
Whoa, okay.
Because
The over 45 point of view.
Well, yeah, because if I get too angry, I'm going to have a fucking heart attack or a stroke. Whereas if I'm sad, it's much better for my blood pressure.
This is not the over 45. This is the overweight point of view.
Yeah, no.
We make a lot of fat jokes at Cisco's expense.
Once you get a little bit older, like you can run on anger. Then you realize, like, fuck, the gas tank is running out.
Yeah.
I got to switch over to from diesel to like unleaded.
I feel like being angry burns fat though.
It does, but there's a diminishing return. And if you're staying in really good physical shape, you can maintain that anger. But if you don't, you could stroke the fuck out.
Okay.
So you got to watch that.
So you choose to be sad over angry now.
I would. Oh yeah. I have to channel my anger into sadness. I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna think about what will happen to me, and that's gonna make me sad, and then I'm gonna calm the fuck down.
Let's go to the audience. Audience, what do you guys think? Angry or sad? Which is better?
Angry all day.
Angry. Okay, that might be.
Yeah,
the
because
Philadelphia
anger
motto.
gets stuff done. And think about music, like emo music never caught on. That was sad, but heavy metal still lives.
Oh.
Right.
Alright.
It lives forever, I think. Am I doing it right? I
You
think
might.
so.
You might.
But also, anger gets shit done. If you're sad, you just lie in bed all day. But if you're angry, you do stuff. And you can channel that into like mopping Dunkin' Donuts. You're like, one day I'm gonna do something. But if you're sad, that's never gonna transition into anything positive.
To be fair, if you're sad while you're mopping the floor at Dunkin' Donuts, you will also eat more donuts.
Oh no, you'll never eat it. Listen, once you mop donut gook off the floor, you will never eat a donut again in your fucking life. Ever. Alright? I'm not gonna shit on Dunkin' Donuts. Guys,
No, shit on
enjoy.
them. The Dunkin'
I don't
Donuts,
want to ruin
they
it for
come in a
everybody
trunk.
else.
Fuck 'em.
Enjoy, eat them for everybody else, but I
How many
cannot
people
eat
eat Dunkin' Donuts knowing that they come in a fucking truck from a factory made by fucking elves?
No, well, see, when I was doing it, it wasn't.
Fuck out of here.
When I was doing it, it wasn't that way. It was me, some Jamaicans. It was like a bunch of drug dealers from Southwest Philadelphia who were making donuts to cover that they were selling drugs out the back door.
That's great.
Yeah. I used to work at
Yo,
this.
let me get 3 glazed. Heavy on the glaze.
Yeah.
That's China White. Hurry the fuck up.
This guy, I swear to God, I used to work with this dude, Dalbert. Dalbert used to have gold rings on every finger, multiple gold chains. He used to pull up in a Jeep with like the rag tag and the doors and everything missing. And he would just pull out and just, bitty bye bye. And he would just get in the back and make donuts. It was like, this guy does not need this fucking job, dude. Like, he had multiple cars. We were making $5.25 an hour. And I'm like, Dalbert, why are you here? What are you
fucking
doing?
IRS, that's why he's here.
that's-
He needs a W-2, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why.
Dalbert, such a hard work. Yeah, man.
To show up to Dunkin' Donuts, and what was his attitude in there? He's like, was he like whistling Dixie when he's?
Well, he wasn't mopping the floors. I'm sure he was happy as fuck.
Yeah, he would do shit like throw powdered donuts on the floor to fuck with me. Powdered donuts make the biggest fucking mess.
And was he Jamaican?
Yeah, he was Jamaican.
What would he say to you, rude boy?
No, he would do the sound. Hold on, I gotta wet my mouth so I can do it because we're talking. You know what Jamaicans want to get your attention to. Like that was it. So he would throw a powdered donut on the floor and then point with his teeth, so I know, like, you gotta go pick that up. You motherfucker. And I wasn't sure if he could have me killed, so I did it. I just
The motherfucker's making donuts voluntarily. You know there's something wrong with him.
And donuts aren't even a Jamaican dish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's how he's saying it.
like-
Even my Jamaican son is like, no, don't fuck with Dalbert, man. He makes donuts.
And it's interesting that Jamaican accent is one of the only ones that you can improvise or you can do and nobody gets offended.
No, because who's going to complain? You got to be Jamaican to complain. White women are not going to complain for Jamaicans just yet. Like, I don't think white women and Jamaicans
do
have
not
a
complain.
relationship.
They go straight to violence.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
complaining. There's no, can I speak to the manager? It's just I'm gonna lick shots.
We're
And not in the air.
but we might get there soon. Well, no, I don't know, because Jamaicans don't give a fuck. dude.
Culturally,
like
they don't.
on Uber Eats, right? There's Jamaican restaurants in my neighborhood. The wait time is like 126 to 156 minutes, which is unacceptable in New York. Over 2 hours, and they have no intentions on making that up at all. Like, everyone else is like, yeah, we can get your Popeyes there in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? We can get fucking what's the other shit that they do? The hibachi. They can get hibachi to your house in 15 minutes with a smoking choo-choo train and everything. But Jamaicans do not want to step their business model up at all. They just, we'll do it when the fuck we do it.
Island time.
Yeah, and in the unlikely event that anybody here ever finds himself in a Jamaican restaurant, the last thing you want to do is complain about the service. There is no manager. There's just a guy named Trevor who's going to assault you. Just let you know.
He's drunk.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
What God? What
also,
God? Oh,
and
shit,
this is
run,
gonna-
run, run!
And this is gonna sound racist, but it's true. How can you complain to someone with yellow eyeballs? Honestly, when someone's got yellow eyeballs, you're like, hey, dude, like, whatever, man. You know,
This guy a Sith? What
yeah,
the fuck
it's
is
like
going on?
but you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what
I'm
it
glad
is.
you said it. And
Yeah,
not me.
and even as a black man, it sounds racist. Which
it's
I've
racist as
never
fuck.
addressed it. I need to work up the nerve to ask a Jamaican man the next time I see him. Excuse me, Mr. Jamaican, why are your eyes so yellow?
You know what? Did you see the Michael Jordan documentary? His eyes were all yellow in that thing.
Was he? Oh, now they are.
Yeah. I wonder what that is. Is that like cirrhosis of the
Years
liver?
of years of generational psychosis. That's what that is.
I don't know if we could be making it.
Manifestation of the dark side of the Sith.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't get jaundice in your eyes.
Like, I'm assuming it has something to do with the seasoning. I don't know. We'll keep that here on the roof, guys. We don't I don't think
To the
Jamaicans
ether.
are listening to podcasts or watching things yet. I just don't feel like they're there yet. You know. All right. All right. Cool. I want to get into another unpopular opinion that I always think this is a fun one. I'm moving this one up to the front because this one's just near dear and special to my heart. Solicitators should be okay with being solicited all the time. All the time. I feel like a solicitor should always be okay with being solicited. Meaning, right now, it's election time, so you're getting a lot of random text messages that are just popping up in your phone. Hey, it's me. What are you going to do? Blah, blah, blah. I respond to all of those texts with flyers for the show. Like, I just respond with flyers, and they're like, does that mean I have your vote? And I just keep sending the flyer. And they get upset. They really get upset with me, and I've told people that I do this, and they think I'm an asshole. You think I'm an asshole for doing this.
Yeah, because the poor guy's just trying to make a living.
I'm just trying to make a living. I'm trying to get people to come to the fucking show. Yeah, you're soliciting me. I'm soliciting
A guy from a
you.
call center in Minneapolis is not going to get on a fucking plane and come to Philly.
It says he's coming. It said he was from a 267 number. So stop lying then. It says you're from Philly.
No, that's all computers.
Yeah, well,
They-
hey,
they
you're
fucking-
tricking me.
That's how they get you to pick up the fucking phone. Anybody ever get that? You get a phone call from like your area code. You like, hello. I was like, Mingwa. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I think those calls are Chinese people letting us know the cure for corona.
And we're just not listening.
not listening.
Wow,
Wow.
shit. Fuck.
I like when I get a call and it's my same exact phone number except for one number is missing, and I'm like, what is this? This is so bizarre.
That's
Like,
funny too, yeah.
they do that. Maybe it's the Jamaican calling you, telling you to clean up the donuts off the floor.
Well, here's the thing. I will see missed calls because my phone had to take them off. Like my phone had to ask me, do you want me to send all of this to voicemail? I guess that's a feature that the iPhone 11 does. Because it realized I was a psychopath. I would answer the phone and argue with every Indian guy who called me. You know what I mean? Like, I even asked an Indian friend of mine, what do you say to get under an Indian nigga's skin? You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to make them break character. That's all I look for. And so now, if you're not saved in my phone, you go straight to voicemail. But sometimes I'm not sure what it is, so I'll copy and paste the number and Google it.
Wow.
Just to see.
Right.
Right. Now, Google has gotten very, very lazy. Meaning Google will just hurry up and throw some results up there. But if you ever look in the bottom of the results, it'll let you know does not include and let us know if it must include. And like it'll just search the area code. So let's say the area code is 215. The other 7 numbers, not even irrelevant to anything they searched. So they'll just search 215. And it'll just be like the zoo and shit like that. And then they'll be like, did you want us to search the rest of the number? And I'm like, what the fuck, Google?
Yeah.
Google's lazy as shit.
They got your money already, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Like, would you solicitate a solicitor? Like, do you guys ever like if a homeless guy asks me for change, I'll let him know I'm a little short for what I'm trying to get. And since you already have change and you're going to be out here for a while, can I get 40 cents from you? Yeah, right. People think I'm insane for engaging in that. Round of applause if you think that's insane behavior.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I would
I
use
think
it.
you're the
I would
only
use
one.
it if I could have fun with it, because I would. Every time I went to a strip club, I would then counter offer the dancer who offered me a lap dance. Like, you want to dance? I'm like, no, but I'll dance for you for nothing.
That's hilarious.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's how it has to work out.
Just start
you know what I mean?
dancing,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, just come on. Where you going? Where you going?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
And-
tipping? No, I'm trying to get tips,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, I'd probably get kicked out, but it'd be worth it.
What do you think strippers have been doing during the pandemic?
Hopefully, reading. Yeah, OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
But by the way, OnlyFans is getting a little ridiculous. By the way, bitches want like $15 a month. Like, you not Netflix.
It lets you know.
The fuck am I- for $15 a month, bitch? You better come and wash these windows. Or
But
something.
it lets you know. It lets you know that not enough nudes are being sent. If people are paying for nudes, then not enough for ladies. You need to do your part. We have one lady in the audience. Lady, is this your guy with you? No. Who is this guy? Okay.
Aw.
Have you sent any nudes during the pandemic?
No, I'm married. My husband's the crazy one.
Have you sent him any nudes during the pandemic?
No.
Why not?
Cause she's married.
I see him constantly.
Yeah,
See?
nobody wants.
That's
hold on,
why-
we
that's
always
why
disagree on this.
somebody's getting-
Nobody wants nudes from
Well,
their
then
wife.
can we start? Well, then can we start some
If
sort
your
of
wife
club?
sends you nudes, you're thinking to yourself, "There's a million and one other fucking
Okay.
things you could be doing
Okay.
right now."
Okay. You're right. You're right. Can we start a club where it's like, okay, we have like we can all send each other nudes of our wives, like everyone. That way, no one has to pay.
Dave in 1970s energy. What the fuck?
I don't want. We're letting enough nudes aren't being sent. That's why people are paying.
Okay, but the reason OnlyFans and the reason strip clubs and everything like that works is because it's not your wife and it's not anybody you know. So they could be the most, whatever you want them to be. If you want them to be a low down, dirty, filthy, disgusting trash bag hoe,
Yeah.
you can do that for $10, $15 a month.
So-
but you can't get pictures of your friend's wife.
Okay, not your
anybody
friend.
you know.
I
Because
got
the
you.
whole point is, I don't know this chick.
So let's
it makes it more
do
thrilling.
let's do like a Pollyanna, like a Christmas thing. You pull a phone number out of a basket and then
Okay.
you send nudes to that number. Come on. Would you? All right, because we only have one lady. We got two ladies. How many? Would you be okay with sending nudes to a random number, but you know that you're doing a good deed? You don't know who gets them, and it's never going to come back to you.
Right, no faces, just nudes.
This is what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to.
I salute your capitalist spirit. That
We're
is the
trying
right answer.
to do the Lord's work here.
There you go. Titties ain't free, baby. You gotta play to pay.
How? How?
Because she got a commodity people want.
I don't get.
Ain't nobody paying for this. They'll pay for that.
I don't understand what's your infatuation with nudes.
I know having a fact. I just don't want people to pay. I don't like that people are making thousands of dollars.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's what they keep trying to shovel down my throat, and now I have to explain to my daughters that that's not the career path that I want for them. I have to explain to my daughters that they should work their
And
way
that's
up.
why I hope strippers are reading right now. Let's be real. Nobody's going back. Well, no, this is Philly. Everybody here will probably be at a strip club in 2021 as soon as they open. But for the most part, are you really going to a strip club where a chick is wearing? Maybe if you like the mask, if they have to wear a mask. You know what I mean? I'm not letting no strange bitch get on top of me. Just in case.
Which is funny that will strip clubs be? She'll be completely naked but wearing a mask. Like,
Yes, 100%.
and then you'll pay. Then oh my, this is gonna sound disgusting. This is gonna be the most disgusting thing I've ever said in my life. And then you pay for mouth.
Oh,
What? Pay for mouth?
Yeah, you say take that mask
Pay
off.
for
How
mouth?
much does it cost to take? I know I told
What
you.
that
I
mouth
warned
do?
you. I warned you.
What
Oh.
that mouth do?
what that mouth look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pay extra for the
What
mouth.
that mouth look
What a
like?
world we're gonna live in when that's what
I
it's
saw
like.
top lip. I saw top lip.
Now, before we bring on our first subject, I want to get into this last unpopular opinion for the first portion of the show because we are talking about the face mask, covering up the mouth, covering up the nose. This one was put in burqas. I kind of get them now, right? Like we kind of get burqas now, right? Like does that you guys know the burqas, the Muslim garb, and covering that thing up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree with it, but now I get what they were doing.
What was that?
Because I was on the subway and, like, you know, the clothes are so scandalous. Like, I've never thought that the day would come where I'm like, I know, like, that girl is showing off her pelvis. And you're seeing, like, outlines. It's basically, like,
The
a
Lululemon.
shadow of everything.
Mhm.
And you're like, that can't be good for us. Like, new rule, new law, cover up everything. You're dressing like a ghost now.
Oh, like the Pac-Man ghost?
Yeah, because it's like getting like everything is in your face. Like I'm it's like 9 a.m. and you're seeing you know me. I don't like to be too scandalous and objectify and talk about you know the nakedness too much. But it's like, dude, when you're seeing, I can't say this.
The outline of the clitori.
Yeah, thank you,
I got
Cisco.
you.
When you're seeing when you're seeing contours that you should not be seeing contours below the belly button, you're like, yeah, we gotta institute new things to. This is not right.
So seeing the outline of a vagina on your way to work makes you uncomfortable.
Yes, like when is this being recorded? When I can't see her real lips, but I'm seeing her other lips, it's like. This is ridiculous, and it's time for a new Catholicism / Muslim code to make these women come around.
Well, you know the funny thing, I used to never understand, like, because, you know, I grew up here in Philly, and there's a huge Muslim community where I grew up in West Philly. So there were a lot of women that were already walking around wearing burqas and face scarves. And I used to wonder, like, how the fuck do you guys tell each other apart? Like, how do you recognize each other? But now that we're all wearing masks, I kind of see buddies of mine. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, that's how y'all was able to do it. You can tell by the eyes. Okay, you gotta pay attention to your friends and know their features. Hi.
Yeah, that's Yellow Eyes Trevor. Good
Albert, you haven't changed a bit. Look at you. All right, man. I don't think there's any better way to finish that first segment. You guys ready for your first objector? Make some noise.
Yeah.
All right. So what we do here, man, in Unpopular Opinions, man, we bring different point of views. Our goal is just not to be offensive, but to bridge the gap of the way of thinking. So we're gonna have some people come on, share their unpopular opinions. All right. And we're going to get a chance to kind of weigh in, find out why they think the way they do, where they grow up, and who taught them that shit. All right? So, first person coming to the stage, all right? We have, who was it again?
We got, this guy was berating me in the hallway. I'm like, dude, save it for the show. These are gold. Please save it for the show. We got Adam Nutter.
Adam Nutter, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up here, Adam. Grab the mic. Adam.
I was berating him. He deserved it. Is that, yes. No?
All right, go ahead.
All right. My dissertation I'm about to give to you guys is this. I've been doing this for years, this argument, okay? I firmly believe this. If you put me in a room, an 8x8 room, with nothing in it at all, okay? And I have nothing but my bare hands and a hunting knife, I could absolutely kill a full-grown adult cheetah. Absolutely. Right? Now hear me out. Hear me out why.
Wait, hold on. So
Yeah.
you're saying you and a cheetah,
Yeah.
one man, one cat
And a
in,
knife. I got a knife in my bare hands.
you're coming out victorious.
Yeah, fucking their pussies.
Who
100%,
in here
100%.
believes him? Round of applause, you believe
I
him.
believe him.
Fuck yeah!
Who in here?
Fucking convincing.
Who
I'm
in
only
here?
getting better at this.
Who in here calls absolute bullshit? Who says
It's
fucking
completely absolute
crazy?
bullshit.
No, let him tell the story. He's
Let's hear
100%
him.
right.
Let's hear him. Adam.
Well, hear me out.
Hear him out.
Hear me out. First off, a little bit of background about me. I did mixed martial arts for like 12 years, all right? A guy choked out a mountain lion. Cheetah, that's like half a mountain lion size. I'll fuck that thing up all day. Are you shitting me? Also, what are cats like known? What's their main move? All cats, they go for the fucking neck. I'm a person. I can just do this shit. Nice. We all watched the Hagrid, right? We all saw what Leonidas did with the wolf. He backed in the corner with the fucking thing. Same fucking concept,
Yeah.
right?
This sounds like, remember on the Never-Ending Story when Atreyu had to fight that wolf thing and he jumped on him and he kind of won by accident? I feel like that's where you'll accidentally stab him.
Hey,
You know?
that's a fucking dub. That's a fucking dub, and I'll take that. Also, some fun facts about cheetahs for you guys. The average adult cheetah is like 50 pounds. That's like an 8-year-old. Who can't fight an 8-year-old? I'll fuck up infinite 8-year-olds. I will fight 8-year-olds till I die. Like, there's no way any 8-year-olds can beat me up. There's no way, right? That's one thing. Second fun fact about cheetahs. There has never been a recorded human attack against a cheetah ever. Ever. A cheetah never attacked a human ever.
No.
So if I'm thinking if I'm in a room with one, he's gonna be super taken off guard when I fucking punch him in his chest. He's not ready for that at all. He's gonna be like licking me and then I'm like, ah! Right
Now,
so,
where are you? Yeah, where are you getting these cheetah facts from? What website? Yeah, no. Yeah.
internet, bro.
Yeah, I'm 100% on board. You are 100% correct. If I'm the judge who takes over Lynn Ruth Game, what's her name? Who